Hmm? Critter Hunter.
Quarantine update.
Hey guys, what's going on? So today is day 16 of our community self-quarantine, whatever you want to call it, here in Dumaguete in the Philippines. And I just want to give you a little update. I'm doing daily videos anyway, but you know I usually do the scuba diving underwater video, but a lot of my friends want to see a little update from somewhere outside of America, so I'll do these little Corona updates. So right now, me and Judea, we kind of went into a self-quarantine like every responsible person should. And right when our dive center got locked down, that was our last day, the Navy came around and took all the tourists that wanted to leave, and they took them to the airport, because before that, all travel was banned. All the flights, all the ferries, so everybody was stuck here, and all the foreigners were freaking out. So the Navy came around, took everybody away, so my dive center had to close. There was no guests. They couldn't pay people, so they closed down. And that was on like the 14th. So the next day we went shopping, got whatever food, and on the 15th we started our little self-quarantine, self-isolation. Just 2 weeks, you know, like everybody said. And that ended about today or yesterday, 2 weeks. So we've been at home. We'd only go out, I think we went out once for my visa, and then we went out once every 10 days for food, for us and for Kevin. So that's it. We've been at home for 2 weeks. And then yesterday we got a message that the government is putting us in a mandatory home quarantine, 24-hour curfew, lockdown, whatever you want to call it. So our quarantine just keeps continuing. So this is what it looks like. They're going to come around and give us a day pass where, depending on what color you are, you can go out. So, you know, if we're this color, we can go out on this day and this day for about 5-hour windows. So we're only allowed outside and only one person per household, and only for groceries and emergencies. So yeah, it feels like 1984, the book, or is it 1985? I can't remember. But yeah, it feels very dystopian, and we're not allowed to go outside without a pass and all that. So that starts next week. So we just got out of home self-quarantine, and now they say we're going to have to probably do it all of April at least, unless it gets worse. I'm not sure. So tomorrow, before it starts on the 3rd. So tomorrow we're going to go shopping, which I have a feeling everybody's going to have this idea, and it's going to be a lot of people. But we're going to go shopping. We're going to get a bunch of stuff so we don't have to deal with people. And then I guess we start self-quarantine again. Well, not self-quarantine, but mandatory. So anyways, after all this news, I had a really bad dream, and Judea was laughing so hard she wanted me to tell you. So basically, in my dream, this is like 2021, and by the way, I was watching Contagion shows on Netflix last night. That's why I have these nightmares. Anyways, so the virus got way worse, and everybody's dying. It's kind of like the zombie apocalypse. Not zombies, but, you know, really bad. And so every time we were going outside to go shopping or whatever, all these little coronavirus kids, like the street beggars, they would come running up at you like they do normally, but they're like infected and stuff, and that's how they get money. They're like touching you, like 6 kids already touching you. Give us money or we'll give you corona. And so it's like a huge thing here in the Philippines. So all the foreigners go outside with cattle prods and sticks, looking out for the little kids that want money, you know, because you have to. That was my nightmare. So in the morning, Judea's like, "Hey, let's go shopping." I'm like, "I'm not going outside." I kind of forgot it was just a nightmare, but so that was funny. So we did go shopping, or Judea went shopping by herself. She went and bought cat sand or something, and she found something hilarious happened to her. she got in the tricycle, and the guy was rubbing himself. You know, okay, it's time to. He heard that you have to, what do you call it? Cleanse.
Disinfect.
Disinfect. He heard you have to disinfect after every customer. So before he got in to take Judea home, he was disinfecting himself. You know, the handlebars, the seat, whatever, her seat, everywhere. And then he started driving, and Judea's like, "What's that smell?" And she looked in the can, and she's like, "What?" She asked the driver, "What is that? What is that disinfectant you're using?" And he's like, "Oh man, that's gasoline."
Kerosene.
Kerosene. So he's literally just using gasoline to disinfect himself.
Yeah.
Like Jesus.
They run out of alcohol already. So.
They don't run out, do they?
Yeah.
He doesn't even wear a mask, but he's disinfecting himself with gasoline.
He's wearing a mask, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Normally they don't.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was funny. He doesn't want germs, but he might catch on fire with his old rickety rickshaw that's like backfired. So I was like, maybe you should walk next time. Don't get in the fireball taxi, okay?
But he's a good koya, so I feel
yeah, that's actually a good one, because normally when we talk to the taxi drivers, they're like, "Oh, it's a conspiracy theory. They're trying to kill the economy. There's no such thing as corona."
It's business.
Yeah, it's business. They don't like the Chinese anymore. All the drivers always think it's some kind of fake news.
Yeah.
So. Kevin. So I guess that's it. This is just a quick little update. Tomorrow I'm gonna film as we go to the shopping, do our last day of shopping before our mandatory 24-hour curfew, and let's see how dead the city is on our last day out. So I'll see you guys later. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you soon.